Let me tell you a cruel truth. You might use it for the rest of your life. Managing your body shape in the wrong way. Starvation and crazy exercise. How to calculate the result for each calorie. Weight fluctuates like a yo-yo. The more you lose weight, the more tired you become. The more I try to lose weight, the more discouraged I become. What exactly is the problem? Today's book, The Obesity Code. It will completely overturn your understanding. He's not teaching you to eat less and move more. Instead, it tells you the master switch in your body that controls weight. What exactly is it? Only by understanding him can you truly gain freedom. First, add it to your favorites. We'll begin right away. Let's first think about a life. Very common scenarios. Have you noticed? More and more people around us are paying attention to their body shape these days. But it seems that more and more people are having problems with their body shape. Is it because everyone isn't working hard enough? Absolutely not. The author of this book, Dr. Feng Zixin, pointed out. Traditional calorie intake. The theory of calories. This could be a huge misconception. Think about it, if you lose weight. It really is just a simple math problem. Why do some people gain weight even from drinking cold water? Some people eat and drink a lot but still remain slim. Why did you go through a month of strenuous dieting? I just lost a little weight. He immediately lay down after a normal meal. Even heavier than before. The key to the problem. It doesn't matter how much you eat. It depends on what you eat. A key commander in your body. What impact did it have? This commander is insulin. You can imagine a vegetarian dish as you. Warehouse manager in the body. His main job is to extract energy from the blood. Mainly sugar. Stuff it into your liver and muscle cells. Used as temporary energy storage. But what if these warehouses are full? At this time, the pancreas. It will unhesitatingly open up your fat reserves. Cells as a long-term reserve. The warehouse stores all the excess energy as fat. So here comes the core logic. As long as your insulin levels remain high for an extended period, this warehouse manager, they will always be diligent and conscientious, constantly stuffing energy into fat stores. More importantly, as long as he stands gate duty, he resolutely refused to allow the fat to be removed. Dedicated means high insulin levels are like a lock. It directly locks up your fat storage. At this time, you eat. No matter how little or how much exercise. It's all a waste of time. Because your body simply cannot effectively burn fat. You feel hungry. Feeling weak and anxious. But your muscles and organs are crying out for energy. And your fat storage is clearly overflowing with food. However, a single quality prevented the lock from being opened. This is why you're having trouble losing weight. The root cause of repeated rebounds. So what exactly makes the pancreas? The quality level remains high. The original points pointed out. The culprit might be different from what you think. It's not just about sugar and desserts. Rather, anything that will cause your blood sugar to rise rapidly. High glycemic index foods. For example, you eat a whole white meal in the morning to lose weight and then throw it up. See you on instant oatmeal. Or a bowl of noodles for lunch for health reasons. These exquisite rice and noodle staple foods. It will quickly turn into sugar after entering the body. Force the body to expel a large amount of plastic. Over time, the winery. Your cells are no longer sensitive to insulin. This is called insulin resistance. The body then needs to excrete more insulin. Only then can the same work be completed. This creates a vicious cycle. Insulin levels are getting higher and higher. Fat is being locked up more and more tightly. People are becoming more and more tolerant. You store fat. This is similar to managing a team. If the boss keeps bombarding you with simple commands. Experience. The manager was initially able to effectively direct the employees. But over time, the employees were extremely annoyed. Start slacking off. Ignoring orders. The boss took a look. This is outrageous. We have no choice but to devote more energy. Shout at a louder voice. Ultimately, the team's efficiency was low. The warehouse was filled with all sorts of messy documents. The whole system is in chaos. So, remember the first core idea of this book. Obesity is more like a hormonal imbalance problem, rather than a simple energy imbalance problem. Your weight loss focus. You should start by calculating calories. Shift to a stable path. Hearing this, you might ask, according to you, am I destined to never be able to eat rice in my lifetime? Noodles? Losing weight means going through asceticism. Is it a life like that of a monk? Don't worry, this is the secret to obesity. The most exciting and most entertaining place of hope. His proposed solution. It doesn't mean you have to say goodbye to a certain food forever. Instead, it teaches you a more advanced eating rhythm. This method, it can even make our bodies feel full. Automatically activate fat burning mode. Want to know what it is? Let's continue. Part 2. How to gracefully reboot your body system. Now that we know about high insulin levels, vegetarianism is the culprit behind fat retention, then the solution becomes very clear. We need to find ways to lower our insulin levels and keep it at a low level. That opens the lock. Only then can the body have the opportunity to burn stored fat. So how exactly do we do it? The winning strategy presented in this book. It is intermittent fasting. Don't be scared by this name. He's not asking you to starve yourself. It is an art of adjusting eating times. His principle is very simple. After we stop being nearsighted for a period of time, insulin levels will naturally decrease. When insulin drops low enough, the lock that holds the fat warehouse, it opened with a click. At this time, your body will switch energy. The source is from burning the food you just ate, transformed into burning your body's stored energy. Fat. This process is very natural and healthy. How exactly should it be done? The book introduces many models. Best for beginners. And the easiest to stick to. That is, the 16-8 intermittent fasting. What does that mean? It means taking 24 hours a day, divided into an 8-hour feeding window, a 16-hour fasting window. For example, you can choose to go from 12 noon to 8 p.m. Eat within 8 hours. Then from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. the next day. Do not eat anything containing calories for 16 hours. Drink only water, black coffee, or tea. You might worry. Will I get hypoglycemia if I don't eat for 16 hours? Will it cause muscle loss? The book uses a wealth of scientific evidence to explain. Absolutely not. Our bodies have perfect mechanisms to cope with this. During fasting, the body secretes growth hormone to protect muscles. At the same time, it begins to break down fat to function. It's like giving your body a thorough cleaning. Clean up the accumulated garbage. In fact, many top successful people, they all use similar methods to maintain their energy. For example, the late Apple founder Steve Jobs, because of his irregular drinking habits, known for its eating and fasting habits, he once said, "Fasting can bring a great sense of clarity and pleasure." This is not an encouragement for everyone to imitate him. Instead, it means, give your digestive system a rest. Not only can it manage body shape, it can also make the brain clearer. Imagine it. No more being woken up by hunger every morning. No longer in a rush to make breakfast. Eat breakfast. The time saved can be used to sleep a little longer. Or make a morning plan. I felt refreshed all morning. I don't feel sleepy around 10 p.m. How efficient is this? Relaxed lifestyle. But the most important point is, the obesity code emphasizes, during the window of opportunity when it is edible, you still need to eat right. It doesn't mean you can eat whatever you want within 8 hours. Fried chicken and fries. What you need to do is, eat those foods that can boost your pancreas. Foods that maintain a stable diet. High quality protein. For example, meat, fish. Eggs are a source of healthy fats. For example, avocado, olive oil, and lots of vegetables. and a moderate amount of low-sugar fruits and whole grains and legumes. This combination. You will not be hungry. On the contrary, they will feel better because they have sufficient nutrition. Very satisfying. We can imagine the body as a vehicle. Hybrid vehicles. The rice you usually eat. Noodles and other high glycemic foods. Like gasoline mode. It burns quickly but is highly addictive. You have to add more as soon as it's gone. Otherwise the car will break down. Intermittent fasting. It teaches you how to switch to battery mode. That is, burning the fat stored in your body. On your stomach. The thighs are filled with high-quality batteries. Learn to use them. You will achieve energy freedom. I will never again be ashamed of missing 2 meals. My heart started racing and my hands started shaking. So what does the book The Obesity Code bring us? It's much more than just a weight loss method. It is also a completely new perspective on health. It makes us understand the root cause of obesity lies in hormones. Especially insulin. Say goodbye to calorie counting for 5 flavors. Pay attention to food quality and its impact on insulin. That is the fundamental solution. The key to the second breakthrough lies in rhythm. That is, intermittent fasting. By adjusting the time of nearsightedness, give the body sufficiently long low insulin window. Only then can the door to fat burning be opened. The value of this book. The point is that he gave us a clear roadmap. Let's start by eating less. Break free from the vicious cycle of hunger. Eating at the right time. A virtuous cycle of eating the right foods. He does not advocate any extreme interpretations. Instead, it teaches us how to cooperate with our bodies. Utilizing the body's own wisdom. To achieve a natural state.